Please subscribe to our channel, Pacific Front Untold, and be sure to leave a comment after watching a video. The Second World War was a transformative period for the Dutch East Indies, which is a vast archipelago of over 17,000 islands that today forms modern Indonesia. The impacts of the war, the subsequent Japanese occupation, and the rise of Indonesian nationalism reshaped the region's history and laid the groundwork for its emergence as a sovereign nation. This narrative of the Dutch East Indies during World War II highlights the complex interplay of war, colonialism, and nationalism that led to the establishment of modern Indonesia. The resilience and determination of the Indonesian people during these times paved the way for their ultimate sovereignty and independence. Before World War II, the Dutch East Indies was one of the most valuable colonial possessions of the Netherlands. It was known for its rich natural resources, including oil, rubber, and tin. These resources drew international interest, particularly from Japan, which lacked such commodities. When the Pacific War broke out in December 1941, it was only a matter of time before the archipelago became a target. In early 1942, Japanese forces invaded and swiftly conquered the Dutch East Indies, overcoming the colonial military defenses. The Japanese occupation dismantled the Dutch administrative structure and imposed military control, which was often brutal. The local population suffered under harsh conditions, including forced labor. Thousands of Indonesians were compelled to work on projects like the Burma Railway, facing severe hardships and high mortality rates. However, the occupation also had unintended consequences for the Japanese. To gain local support, the Japanese promoted the idea of Asia for Asians, which encouraged a sense of Asian solidarity against Western colonialism. This message resonated with many Indonesians and accelerated the nationalist movements. Prominent nationalist leaders, such as Sukarno and Muhammad Hatta, were given platforms by the Japanese to garner mass support, albeit within certain constraints. These leaders used the opportunity to spread nationalist ideas and organize the populace. The experience and networks built during these years proved crucial in the post-war period. The sudden surrender of Japan in August 1945 created a power vacuum in the archipelago. Seizing the moment, on August 17, 1945, Sukarno and Hatta proclaimed the independence of Indonesia. This was not immediately recognized by the returning Dutch, who attempted to regain control over their former colony, leading to a 4-year struggle known as the Indonesian National Revolution. The struggle for Indonesian independence garnered international attention and support, particularly from newly independent countries and those emerging from colonial rule. Diplomatic pressures and the changing post-war global structure eventually forced the Netherlands to formally recognize Indonesia's independence on December 27, 1949. The pathway to the birth of modern Indonesia was shaped significantly by the events of World War II and the Japanese occupation. These events dismantled the old colonial structures and galvanized the Indonesian people towards nationalism and independence. The legacy of these turbulent times is evident in Indonesia's ongoing journey as a nation.